When did the film bug bite you?
A funny story. It was actually when we were still kids in Bohol. My dad just came from the States and he brought this Betamax.
Uh-huh.
So I borrowed it and
The big one pa, no?
the big one, and you put the Betamax tape, and then we would start like killing each other, like get the butter knife and get the ketchup.
So thriller ka na talaga
Oh, my.
ever since.
It was called the Little Killer. My brother will always be the killer. So my mom would come home like, "Where's the ketchup? I just bought it." Like, "Oh, we used it for the film." Like,
Teka, your dad is an OFW.
yeah, he's a doctor.
Okay.
Quick backstory. All my
Yes,
my
take
family
your time with
my
the
family
backstory.
is actually a medical field. My dad's a doctor. My mom's a doctor. My aunt, my uncle. We actually have a family hospital in Bohol.
Right.
And my dad went to the States to pursue his fellow at
Okay, so nag-aral yan.
internal medicine.
Yeah.
So we went to NYU and then
He came back.
Philadelphia. He never came back. That's why naghiwalay yung parents ko.
Oh my God.
So that's why I was in Bohol until 6th grade. Then I went with my dad when he was interning in Philadelphia.
Just you or all five of you?
Ako lang. Kasi I grew up, when my dad left, I was already like young. So parang I needed a father figure. My
Yeah.
mom's like, just go with your dad.
Yeah.
So, but after 1 year, my dad realized he couldn't
He couldn't go to school.
No, he couldn't like he can't cook everything.
Oh.
So I went back again to
Right.
Bohol to finish high school. But after that, I went to college in the States.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Alabama because my dad.
Ooh.
My,
Which
my,
part of Alabama?
Talladega.
Okay.
My dad got offered a
Talladega.
job in Appalachia after his internship, and it would paid a lot of money because they need doctors at Appalachia. Like, what is Appalachia? I don't know if you know what Appalachia is. It's the poor area of
Yeah.
America, and I was shocked like how poor it is there. And you could see people like bare feet,
Grabe, no?
in the stores. But it was, I guess he was doing good deed at the same time. So we moved there. I was there for 4 years. I went to Jacksonville State University, studied drama.
Jacksonville State
Yeah.
is also in Alabama?
Yeah, Jacksonville State. There's a Jacksonville, Florida,
Yeah.
but Jacksonville State, I guess they're.
So wait, so nasa Alabama ka. You know what? Dumaan kami ng Alabama, Carson, Alabama. I don't know where we were going to. I think were we going to Texas or somewhere in the Midwest. Pagdating namin sa Carson, Alabama, it was me and a Chinese friend of mine. Yung mga tao, when we were having breakfast, yung mga tao talaga were just looking at us.
Yeah, somebody even asked me like, "What are you? Are you white or are you, black?" Like, I'm Asian. Like, what is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they're very clueless. I'll say
Yeah.
naive, clueless, and all that. Mabait yung mga tao, but they were like
They're
really,
very curious. Yeah.
yeah.
Like when I go to their grocery store, they know me right away because I'm the only Asian. Oh, you're Dr. Alba's son. Like,
Alam
yeah,
na.
Alam nila. But now I think there are more Asians who are coming in.
We gotta teach them, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'll be damned.
So, hindi mo na-apply yung accent na yun.
You tend to, diba? Like when you're there, So like you have like you always say I'm fixing to eat, I'm fixing to drive over there. Fixing.
And nakakatuwa, when you're there, sila naiintindihan nila yung isa't isa.
Yeah.
Ikaw, can you say that if you hear them talking fast, will you understand what they're saying?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay.
It's weird. Like even if I go to like London, you try to speak British. You can't believe it. Can't tea.
That's bloody awful. You were here with your dad. Dr. Alba was in Alabama. How did you land in the West Coast naman?
So when I graduated Bachelor of Arts in Drama, I told my dad I want to study Master in Fine Arts and Film.
What was the conversation like when you said, I'm not going to med school?
That was like a long time ago before I even started.
I want to hear that conversation.
Like, oh, you're going to be a doctor? Like, not really.
Hindi ka ba na-pressure?
Yeah, even in high school, I was really the best in integrated arts. I was like the director for all the school plays. So alam na nila. So
Like, tanggap na nila, ito, hindi
Yeah.
magdo-doktor yan.
yeah, I mean, they understand and they're pretty open naman. I'm glad. Like iba, some Filipino parents, you have to do this.
Right?
There's no other way. You have to do this. But I siguro at least meron kaming fallback. Like if I fail, then we have a hospital. I can work.
Activity director. Patay. Okay, so that conversation was talagang na parking lot na yan, kumbaga,
Yeah.
dealt with. Now you went to
LA.
LA.
So I
And
started film
then?
school here. I went to the Los Angeles Film School.
Which is a good school, by
Good
the
school,
way.
yeah, which is amazing because your teachers are actual directors, actual cinematographers. When they're not doing a movie, they're actually teaching
Teaching.
you. Like Philip Noyce was my teacher. He was the director for Clear and Present Danger.
Ooh, nice. Tom Clancy.
Bone Collector. Actually, he was shooting Bone Collector, and our assignment was to block the scene with Angelina Jolie and Denzel Washington.
Yes.
At that time, hindi pa sikat
Si Angelina. Yeah, yeah.
So each of the directors in the class have to block. Okay, this scene you have to you have to do where the master is, where the medium is, where to do the cutaway for the photo of. 'cause
Galing, di ba?
So it's nice. It was like you're actually in the set. You're like, wow, okay, good.
Like, lalo na pag nag-uusap na sila, do I do an over the shoulder or do
Yeah.
I do dito na wala yung kausap and all
Yeah,
that?
and that's where creativity comes in. You
Yes.
know, if it's a serious tone, then you have to go closer
Yes.
so you can see their emotions in their
Yes.
eyes.
And then where do you crop? Forehead.
Well, depends if they're beautiful.
Dito lang, di ba? Kasi lahat yun eh. You have to be aware of, excuse me. You have to be aware of all of that there, right?
Yeah, the good thing now, the technology is advanced. It's 4K or 8K. You can actually shoot wide and you can
And then
actually
crop in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. So you learn, now when you were doing that, was it more going to school or having fun? Kasi you're doing what you're doing now.
Yeah, it's actually fun for me because I love doing it. And from the pre-production to post-production, I love everything about it. So it's for me, it's not work. So it's kind of like, you know, the life that you want to live.